And I always say that to my, fellow designers and such, is like, if you went to your Instagram and wouldn't follow you because it's just not pretty, then stop posting the pictures of whatever random stuff you're posting, Like, think about it that way. Like, have a hard look at what you're putting out.
Would
you follow you? And if you wouldn't, rethink what it is that what is that you actually want to say and be putting out there, and then people will get interested. At the end of the day, though, they look at you for your branding, right? So again, they're looking at, that's a hard look from the outside. How good is her website? Is it pretty? Is it elegant? Is it designed well and on par with my other manufacturers? What are the sales tools they have to offer? It's not just, do I like the product? It's the whole package. And that goes back to what we were just saying about, if you want media follows on Instagram and Facebook, is the whole package there. You can't just have a pretty product. You really have to understand all of it. And I look at, the furniture sales business much like being an actor or an actress. When I was younger, I thought I wanted to be an actor when I was a kid. And I had an agent when I was 11, 12, 13, and I was going on commercial auditions, and I was terrified because I was so shy. I was like, why do I want to do this? This is miserable. But for whatever reason, I thought I did. And, I had a great agent, and you get that great agent, and you expect the movie deals to just come running, and you expect the Disney commercial that, pays you hundreds of thousands of dollars that'll change your life will just happen. And it doesn't. Your agent gets 10% because they do 10% of the work. And showrooms are the same. They take a small piece of the whole pie because you still have to run your business and you have to drive traffic. And they're there to help and to really, navigate a lot of that for you. But you got to put the branding out there. You got to have a beautiful website. You got to have, tools going to designers that they need. Like, you've got to participate. So it definitely helped my understanding of the whole process of having a showroom. But at the end of the day, it kind of still comes down to the same thing, like connecting on a one-on-one level with a human and asking them how you can help. Yeah, so I've started a new company called Style Row. It's been about 3 years in the making, and we're a platform for designers and architects to not only source furnishings and be able to find all the furniture, lighting, and rugs and art and wallpaper and wall coverings that they love from all their big brands in these design centers, but we're building software to power their business. And years ago, probably about 3 years ago, which is when I was like, okay, I have to fix this. I thought, for my design firm and my furniture brand, there has to be a better way. Like, the logistics, the back end, the paperwork, the business of the business that nobody likes to do or wants to talk about, but it's 80% of it. It was just terrible because, we have all this flow of communication with the digital age has just increased communication, right? You used to have to just call a human, and then now you could email them, and now you could email 100 humans in minutes.
And they can all ignore,
reply.
Or they can all ignore you.
And now you're getting 250 emails a day. You're getting Instagram messages and Facebook messages from clients and vendors and friends and trade. And you're like, the communication is like shotgunned around the design office. And yet we are all holding pieces of paper in our hand, like figuring out, how do I get the paper in the computer? And then how do I get the computer to give me the paper back in a different way so I can give it to somebody else so they can put their paper in the computer? And it's just kind of silly, but that's what we're doing. It's ludicrous. And then I'm a brand. So then my showroom is sending me that same order, and I'm watching us all do it 3 times. And we have 4 financial transactions around each of those 300 items. We get the deposit from the client. We pay the showroom or the brand. We get the balance from the client. We pay the balance. And yet no one has solved this accounting nightmare that is design. And so if I want to drag and drop product into an invoice, I need the product in a platform where I have all the data. I have the price, the size, the SKU, the options. So that's where our marketplace came from. We built an incredible, powerful marketplace. And what does that mean? That means all the brands and showrooms together in one place. You can shop a showroom. You can say, I love Thomas Lavin, so I'm going to go and sort Thomas Lavin and lighting. And I see all the lighting of all the manufacturers that he represents. And I can buy it via Style Row, but through the Thomas Lavin showroom. So it works the way our industry works now, but we're taking out all the redundant, obnoxious part of the industry and allowing designers quick access to product, because we're in the Amazon day and age. You just click to buy anything on your phone, but yet you come to work as a design professional and it's kind of like the 90s. And I don't want it to be the 90s anymore. I want it to be 2019. And I want my clients to be like, my designer is so fast and savvy, and the documents she send me, I can understand them. The price is right next to the photo of the item. Imagine that, it's really easy. Bye.